Hello, everybody. Hello there, Ray. Thank you so much for choosing me to answer a question for you here online. We have a very wide open question today. Right now, though, I am just clearing Ray's cards. So while I'm doing that, just to let you guys know, if you'd like a reading like this, Ray answered one question for you online. You can check out my website, find out how to do that. If you would like a more private reading, I do have 1 and 2 question readings that are recorded answers. And then I also have live readings, which we can do on Skype or via phone or in person if you happen to live in the Golden, Colorado area. What else do you need to know? I also offer Reiki sessions. Once again, I do those mostly long distance, but if you happen to be in the local area, we can do Reiki locally. I do actually have a table and all of that good jazz, so we can do that in person if you happen to be in the area. I also offer an addiction relief service. I haven't really seen anybody else that offers this, so it's probably not going to be something you're very familiar with. I do have a little blurb about it on my website. You can check that out if you would like to kick an old habit. Let's see, what else? For the local area only, I do offer psychic parties where I can help facilitate with you and your guests, exploring your own psychic abilities a little bit more. And I also can do psychic parties where I come in and I read for you and for your guests. So that also is on my website. Just get in touch with me if you'd like to schedule something like that. And then also in the local area, so within a 2-hour drive, about, or less, hopefully. I do clear houses, so if you have things going on in your home that are not from natural causes that you would like for them to quit, I'm the girl to call. Okay, so let's get started with Ray's question. What Ray wants to know is there any message from Spirit for him? I think we might have a couple of messages. Spirit's showing me a spread to use that is a little different from what I normally use, and it's got 2 lines in it. Usually 2 lines for me means Spirit's talking about 2 different things. So we'll see what's coming up here. Hmm. 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 Interesting stuff, Ray. Oh, same theme going though. Okay. Similar themes, I should say. Let me sip my coffee and start feeling this all the way through instead of just looking at the overview. So the first concept that we're looking at here, Mr. Ray, does have to do with travel or making travel plans. And it looks like there was some kind of travel or travel plans that you were working on that you decided, maybe not. So this could be a trip that maybe you started and then you didn't get very far and you decided, well, I want to go home. I don't see the point in this. I want to go home. I'll be happier there. Or more likely, it's a trip that you started actually planning and decided, you know what, maybe this isn't the best time, or maybe I really don't want to do this or whatever, but you put those plans on hold. Well, what's coming up is that that trip is not dead and done like maybe you thought it was. I think you're going to be revisiting the idea of making that trip again. And then the next thing that comes up really talks about, let me peek into this a little bit more. Is this to help him rejuvenate, or is this talking about more of a delay type thing? I think really your trip is just going to be more delayed. There's going to be something that where you can't get around that you really um, need to hold off on this trip for some reason that really is out of your control. But then I do see that that is going to be just a temporary phase. And once that phase goes by, that's when you'll actually be making this trip. So whatever this trip was that you were probably planning, maybe started on even, but probably in the planning stages that you thought, I just have to forget about this. Spirit is wanting you to know that don't completely forget, because it is coming back up and you will be able to make it, just not when you thought at first. Okay? Next thing that we have going on here, let's take a peek. Okay, so this last two cards here, Ray, talks to me about something that has happened in your romance life. Okay, and so this is just telling me that you were in a romantic situation. I don't believe you're in it right now, but you were in a romantic situation that just wasn't working out very well. It didn't seem like the two of you were really that much on the same page whenever it came right down to it. Like you didn't have the same goals, you weren't working towards the same things. And so because of that, I think that you guys really have gone in different directions. And I kind of don't feel like you went in different directions in the nicest way. I think there were probably some things said that um, that maybe shouldn't have been. I don't think that this other person was very nice to you as they went away. Okay. And maybe you reacted to that. I'm not really sure, but I feel like there was definitely some negative energy coming off of this other person as things ended. All right. So what I have showing up here, though, is that you guys are going to be coming back together and you're going to be giving this thing another go. I'm not sure if that makes you happy or if that makes you feel like, uh-oh, let me buckle my seatbelt. But I do see you coming back and trying again to see if you guys can get on the same page and really make it work this time. Okay, so that's what comes through to you from Spirit. I hope that you find it quite helpful, Ray. Everyone have a fantastic day. I'll see you on the next video.